Ben Job is one of the owners of Spice Radio. He is, as he usually is, helping us on the board tonight and taking the place of Adam at the producer desk. So we appreciate that, Ben. And in the YouTube chat, he mentioned how much money could businesses save closing offices and firing all the useless middle management with remote work. Probably more than they would like to admit is what I would say. And David, the president of a local machinist union, asked how much could workers make if they fired all the bosses and ran the businesses democratically. And I would say a lot more than they are making now. So, with that, that's a good reminder that labor creates all wealth. And that's what we're going to talk about here with this message, this words of wisdom from an anonymous member of the United Auto Workers in 1937. There's a short story from a book. I found it on Twitter. I can link in the show notes when the podcast comes out the tweet that I found it from. But it's a picture from a book. And there's this little short story, and I'll go ahead and read it to you. It's a conversation between this bystander and a boss and a manager. Okay, so the bystander asks, "What did you tell that man just now?" The boss says, "I told him to hurry." "Well, what right do you have to tell this person to hurry?" The boss says, "I pay him to hurry." Right? I pay him. That's my right. Bystander asks, "How much do you pay him?" And the boss says $4 a day. Maybe that's not bad in 1937. I don't know. The bystander asked, "Where do you get the money?" The boss says that I sell the products. Then the question arises, who makes the products? The boss says he does, and he points to the worker. "How many products does he make in a day?" the bystander asked. The boss says $10 worth. So this observant bystander points out that instead of you paying him, he pays you $6 a day to stand around and tell him to hurry because he's making $10 of product and he's only taking home $4 a day. So that means the worker is paying you $6 a day to stand around and yell at him. The boss says, "Oh, but I own the machines." And the bystander says, "How did you get the machines?" The boss says, "I sold products and bought them." And the bystander said, "Who made the products?" The last line of the short story is, "Shut up, he might hear you." So I hope that all of you hear that. I hope you hear that message because that's true. All wealth comes from labor. No wealth comes from property, from capital, from bosses. It comes from labor. And that is where our power comes from. We make the world run, so we ought to run the world. And the first step in workers running the world is organizing on the job where they're at, making their workplaces a little bit more democratic before we can take over the world in totality. So I liked that. That was a really good. I'm not sure what the book is from, but I'll probably have to find that book because if there's anything else in there like that, then it is a book that I would enjoy. The attorneys of Maples, Tucker, and Jacobs are proud to represent working people in Alabama and across the Southeast. They have over 100 years of experience representing injured workers in workers' compensation, personal injury, and disability claims. Let their attorneys help you when you get injured on the job. You can find them at www.mtandj.com or 855-617-9333. Let Maples, Tucker, and Jacobs help you when you get injured on the job. Again, the website is www.mtandj.com or the phone number 855-617-9333. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services from other law firms.